Okay, lovely. So welcome to everyone who's watching back our recording of our final Christmas cook-along. We've done 3 Tuesdays in a row, and there was an extra one that I recorded to show the steamed pudding. Now, I might even grab that later and show you guys. I got around to doing that one. I left it to marinate quite a bit. Unfortunately, I recorded that one with my camera. It was facing the other way, so I haven't uploaded that one yet. Hopefully be able to edit that one. But this is part 4 of our Christmas cook-along this year in December 2021. Tonight, myself, Jessica Fabian, I'm team leader in South Australia. I'm going to be making Pavlovas, and we're going to turn it into a beautiful wreath. And also, Angela's going to be finishing off her Christmas Fruity Pear Mince Tarts. So she did the mince last week, didn't you, Angela?
Yeah, so that's been soaking lovely in the brandy. So that's
lovely. Nice.
Does it smell amazing?
Does it smell good?
Yeah, really good.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, great. And you're going to be doing the pastry first, and then we'll switch over to the pavlova and the coulis. We may as well start with the pastry. Wonderful.
Okay, so I'm just going to go, I've got the Fruity Pear Mince Tart recipe on Cookie Do, and I'll just find, so it's going to be an almond pastry. So first step is putting 30 grams of raw sugar in. The scales, so it's really good having the scales built in. That's 30 grams of sugar. And then it's just telling me for 10 seconds on speed 9.
Love the power of the Thermomix milling. We've been milling all kinds of things this Christmas, spices and all kinds of things. Lots of sugar milling, unfortunately. Love to hear if anyone's made these before. Those watching live, have you made these before, guys? The Fruity Pear Mince Tarts?
Yeah, that's the sugar, so that's sort of basically turned into ice and sugar, really. So I'll just pop that in a bowl. And then next is the blanched almonds. 30 grams of blanched almonds. Put the scales back to 0. Oops.
So last week, I think it was, or the week before, might have been in week 1. I'm losing track now. But I did some blanched almonds in the Thermomix, which was fun because I don't normally do that. So if anyone wants to learn how to do blanched almonds, I literally just Googled it and it came up straight away. You basically just keep cooking them. So if you want to have a go,
almonds, actually.
Hey,
not many.
Yeah, not many almonds.
And then, so another 10 seconds on speed 8.
No worries. And luckily Zoom cancels out the sound for us. But yeah, I can see some of our attendees, they've said they haven't made the Fruity Pear Mince Tarts yet. Hopefully we will inspire you to make them. So the other week, Angela made the Fruity Mince.
Filled up the almonds lovely. Nice almond. And then to that we're going to add 210 grams of plain flour. So I'm actually going to be making 2 lots of these. So this is just normal plain flour, and I'll also make some gluten-free ones after as well.
Oh, you're going to make a gluten-free batch, are you, Angela?
Yes, I have both.
Awesome. What a great idea.
And just 210 grams of plain flour.
Now, Angela, is this the pastry? This is an almond pastry, is it, that you're making? Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
This recipe's been around for a long time. You can find it in Cookie Dough. I might actually just grab it now as well. And Tracy's asked, how long does the mince mixture need to sit for? You can do it pretty much straight away. You don't have to let it marinate, but you can if you want to. I usually use it almost straight away once it's cooled down, Tracy.
So just what I do, you cook the fruit mince in the Thermomix, and then you let that cool down, and then add the brandy. So then you keep the alcohol in that way. So don't put the brandy in until it cools down a bit. That's my only tip. So if you want to keep the alcohol, that is. So that's the plain flour in there and the blanched almonds. And to that, we're going to add 130 grams of butter I've sort of just chopped it, and that's from the fridge, so it's chilled. So that's 130 grams. Cut into pieces. Then some mixed spice, whatever sort of spice mix you like, actually. Half a teaspoon. Everyone's getting organised with their Christmas cooking. I must admit I'm running a bit late this year, but I sort of found my cooking mojo today a bit, so that's good.
That's why we planned this cook along, didn't we? So we would get organised.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
half a teaspoon of spice.
Now Karen shared that she's done the red and green shortbreads twice, Angela. So they're in our top 20 Christmas cooking, actually, Karen.
Yeah. Actually, I was looking on Cookie Dough last night, and I found some other cookies that look really good, and they use cherries.
Ooh.
So they make like a pink. It was a pink cookie, like shortbread.
Yeah.
And then you dipped it in. Well, they dipped it in white chocolate, and then put crumbed pistachios on that.
That sounds delicious. I don't think I've seen that one. We might have a look at Cookie Dough.
Yeah, I was thinking I might do it with dark chocolate though. Well, I'll just use salt. So just a pinch of salt. And then the sugar, which we milled first off. Put that back in there. That was in the bowl. And pop the lid on. Okay, so just 10 minutes on speed 6.
Isn't it great how quick and easy pastries are to make in the Thermomix? It's one things I couldn't do. I didn't even dare try before Thermomix, and now so easy to make pastries.
Now, it did say you can do it a little bit longer, so it's meant to look like, resemble breadcrumbs, which that pretty much is really. That's pretty good. Happy with that. Now, at the end, so just 1 egg yolk, pop that in. And 3 to 4 teaspoons of water. So I might just add 3 and see how we go.
Are they the rose gold measuring spoons, Angela,
Yeah.
from the Mince shop? Awesome.
Because I was thinking that they're nice shape to make like cookies sort of with as well, I reckon. So,
Yeah, awesome. Now, Karen's saying the first time she made them, she made the mistake, the red and green cookies, she made the mistake of using Western Star butter that is softened. Oh, and of course they didn't firm up much in the fridge before cutting. So I rolled them into balls. Oh, what a great idea. And sprinkled white chocolate. Yeah, second batch she used block butter. They were perfect. Oh, good learning.
So it's 20 seconds, 10 speed factor to start. So this is, I'm assuming that's the dough symbol. The kneading symbol. Yeah.
Awesome. So how about we let you do that, and you can just grab that out, pop it on the thermomat, and we'll come over to my kitchen for a bit while that's happening. Yeah, okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing how easy that is. We'll just pop over to my kitchen while you get your dough out, Angela. We'll get the pavlova going.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you. And we'll skip over and have a look before you pop it into the fridge. Just clarifying, that is the almond pastry. It's not the marzipan part, is it?
No, it's just the pastry.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Alrighty. And over in this kitchen, I've got something the kids made here in the corner, gingerbread house, which is sitting proudly in the kitchen. But I'm going to be doing pavlovas, and I'm just using the regular pavlova recipe from the basic cookbook. I'll pop the link up in our chat box in a bit, but I have popped it into my weekly calendar as well. So I'll just tap on that one. Oh, I've got 3 in there. I've got the mixed berry pavlova stack, I've got the pavlova basic, and I've got the pavlova towers. So I'm actually going to just do the pavlova basic tonight. And as I said before, I think I said it before the recording started, the most important thing to do is make sure you have a bowl that's nice and clean. So what I do is I mill the sugar first. So today I have used white sugar. We had some, and I've milled that before the class. Just for like 20 seconds, speed 10, got icing sugar. Often I just use raw sugar, but then sometimes the pavlova will have a little bit of a tinge of colour to it. So once I've then milled the sugar, then I do a vinegar wash. So what that looks like is what I do is a litre of water and about 200 ml of vinegar. Pop your butterfly in, because that needs a wash too. Make sure there's no butter stuck in there. And then what I do is I cook it for 10 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. That's what I call a vinegar wash. And then I tip it out and rinse out the water. Rinse out with fresh water, so there's no vinegar residue. Then you're ready to deal with egg whites. Okay, so what I'm going to do is skip the part that says mill the sugar, because I've pre-done that. Now, and then it says clean and dry and thoroughly dry your bowl, and that's where we're up to. So I'm going to just tap on the 5th paragraph, and that's going to take me to that spot. And it's even got a video of how to pop the butterfly whisk in. Ask your consultant if you need help with that. Now I've got some egg whites. So we went out and scavenged in the egg yard just before and got 3 more. Otherwise I was going to have to go to the shops again. But these, let's see how much I've got. It does ask for 250 grams, which is approximately 8. So I'm just going to pour that straight in. Hopefully I've got 250-ish. Bit lower. I've got 220. That's all I've got access to right now. So we'll roll with that. I could have gone to ask from the neighbours, right? Or I could have even go to the shops, but I didn't. We've got cream of tartar. asking for a pinch. I'm just going to put a pinch in there. And it says without measuring cup. So just going to take that one off and go up to speed 3.5. I'm going to let that whip up, and then we're going to add the sugar now that we've pre-milled. So what I often do is I pop the sugar up around here and then scrape it in a little bit. But we just want that, so I'm just going to... I was just pressing the preview button, and that's a really great new addition to our TM6s. If you've done an update recently, the preview button lets you have a look at the next step also, so that's handy. Now, while that's going, we might have a look at Angela's dough. Is your dough looking good, Angela? Do you want us to pop over and have a look?
So there it is. Do you want me to pop it out now? Ready?
Yeah, sure. If you...
It just says to transfer the dough either onto a silicone bread mat or a floured work surface. So I've got the from the mix shop. So this came in my kit when I became a consultant, so that was handy. So I'll just pop it out onto there.
That's a really great point, Angela. There's a number of ways of getting them, isn't there? And you got yours by joining as a consultant. That's
awesome.
It
was part of the business kit, so it was, very handy.
Awesome. That is great. And another way people could get them is to host. So if you invite somebody along to one of our sessions and you need a new thermomat, you just need 2 people to come along and you can access the discounted price, which is a massive discount. Oh, that's looking nice now. My Pav, I can see it's changed sound now. Now, we might let you just get that out and bring it together. You're just going to pop that in the fridge for a bit. Is that right, Angela?
Yeah, so you just basically make it into a bowl and then wrap it up and pop that in the fridge. Whoops. And I'll just pop that in the fridge to get cold for about half an hour, and then we can have a go.
Awesome, thank you. And over here, my egg whites are getting thicker. I can't quite show you from there, but getting thicker, which is lovely. And then I will be putting the sugar in. So what I might do is jump over to kitchen number 2 over here, and what we'll do is make the berry coulis. So I might do that now. What I'll do is I'll just bring you over just a sec. Alrighty, let's just see what will do. Don't mind my oven. My partner's been making himself dinner, which was great. Good on you. Alrighty, let's see. So I'm going to make a berry coulis, and you can make it with any fruit. In fact, I've got the recipe up called Fruit Coulis. That's what I'm going to be doing. So in the Pavlova recipe, it does have a coulis as well, which you could do. But I wanted to have a look at the other coulis recipes because you can do different fruits. So imagine what types of fruits you could do. You could even do peach or nectarine or all kinds of different flavoured coulis. So I'll pop those. I'll email everyone the links to these recipes. So I'm just going to...
oh, sorry, Jess, I've made a nice raspberry one. Cool.
What was that? Sorry?
I made a nice raspberry one.
Oh, yes, exactly. I bought a whole tray of strawberries, so I'm going to do a strawberry one.
Yeah, nice.
Might get rid of that extra water. There we go. Just making sure my bowl's clean. Now, we want about 250 grams of fresh fruit. So I'm just going to pop that in. And then we want some sugar. Now, I've massively lowered the sugar. It just says 75 grams. I've just put half that. And some lemon juice. We'll just squeeze that in. So about half a lemon. So lemon really lifts so many things, doesn't it? Desserts and things. Lemon is just really great. And that's all we need for our fruit coulis. Just going to whisk that up. For half a minute, and I might put it up high now. Alrighty, and that's done. So we just blitzed all that fruit, and we will scrape down. Look at the colour. Oh wow. We'll go over and see our pav in a sec. I'm just going to scrape down. All that smells amazing. Oh, you could drink that. I might scrape it off the lid as well. There we go. So yeah, I highly recommend giving the pavs a go. Usually every year I make the fruity mince tarts as well. They're a favourite. Give them a go. It's great for kids or family members to join in. It's just going to cook for 5 minutes, 90 degrees, speed 2. So we're going to go over and have a look at the pav next. Let's move you over. Oops, let's have a look. Sorry, back again. Let's have a look at what's going on over here. Ooh, it's looking pretty fluffy.
Oh, that looks good.
Actually, the light's so shiny you can barely see it. So what I'm going to do is add the sugar in now. It says with butterfly whisk still in place, we then add we're going to turn it on, and then we add the sugar. It says slowly add. So this is really important to slowly add the sugar, 1 teaspoon at a time. So often what I do is just put it up on the top and then just sort of shake it in, like I said. But yeah, just do it very slowly. I'll just shake a little bit in. So I'm just going to do this for the next couple of minutes. So if anyone's watching back and making it at the same time, yeah, this is what you want to be doing, just shaking it in very slowly. I'm hoping I had the right amount. Did I weigh it? I think I weighed it, hopefully. I'm going to put that on the edge, and then I don't have to hold that big jar. And the sugar is going to make it all shiny soon. So before it was nice and fluffy. And you can increase it a little. So that was around 8 eggs. I don't know what the biggest one is. I'm not a massive pav queen. I do it literally once or twice a year at Christmas time and then again in January. But yeah, I'm not sure what the maximum quantity of eggs is for the thermo. And this butterfly has been improved in this model and the tin pipe, so it will improve our pavs as well. So of course you could make whatever shape you want. Today I'm going to do little little ones. I'll show you how to do that. But sometimes I do one on a oven tray, big round disc. Sometimes a 2-layered disc. And sometimes put swirls through like cocoa powder or other flavours through the pavlova. Black forest. We've got a number. We've got gingerbread flavour. We've got lots of different types of pavs in cookie dough. Now, if you don't have a TM6, you can still have cookie dough. So our Team 31 friends can use cookie dough on their iPad or phone and use it manually and still have access to all those digital cookbooks. The UK has a really nice one. Might leave some of the sugar for, might put a little bit in the cream or something like that. Sometimes actually could put a little bit of that coulis through the cream. And then you've got a bit of like a strawberry cream. You can get creative. Passion fruit, stone fruit. Alrighty. Pretty much in. I don't honestly know how much I put in because I can't remember if I milled more sugar or not. So I'm just going to leave that. And I'll let that keep whipping. Coulis done. Now it says to allow the coulis to cool down before serving, and it smells really, really good. So I'm going to pop this in something and let it cool down and pop it in the fridge. Oh, it smells so good. I might pop it in just a mug. I'll just pop it in a mug for now. And probably not the best choice because mugs are designed to keep the liquid warm, right? I want to cool it down. I'll pop that in the fridge. So we've got a bit of a chance to put it on our Pavlova Wreath, which I'm going to create with you guys. Because I've got some I prepared earlier in the oven. Oh, so good. Oh, yum. Now, if you used a fruit that had lots of pips and things, you could definitely use a strainer and strain that. Something like this, I like to use this one, and you could literally pour it through and get any pips out. That might be good for something like raspberries, that one. And look at the colour, absolutely delicious. And I'll go pop that in the fridge in a moment. Oh, this is looking good. Oh. That's what we've got. Oh, I'll just see if I can change the light for you.
You know, that's looking good, Jess.
You can see it? Yeah, so it's really stiff.
Put it over your head.
The one this morning was really stiff. Look at that. Should I do it upside down?
Yeah, do it upside down.
Yeah.
Yay!
Look at that. I'm scared to do that, but no, perfectly fine. And that's because I did the vinegar wash. That's why it's worked nicely, and that's what we want. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to grab a tall glass and I'm going to get my piping bag. Oops, just a sec. I'm going to check that I didn't need to add vanilla or anything else. With butterfly still in place, just a sec. Do that. Oh, yeah, thought there were more things. Just a sec. So it says, with butterfly still in place, keep whipping and add some more things. It's corn flour, vinegar, and something else, vanilla. So I'll just get those ready. I'm going to turn it on. And it says, and follow the next step. So that's got it all there. 1 teaspoon of vinegar. Pop that in. 1 teaspoon of natural vanilla. What was that? That was sugar. Lucky I remembered that before I put it in the piping bag. And then it's 2 tablespoons of corn flour. And we're going to let that mix around, and you can increase the time if you need. Just get those ingredients ready first. Oh, is that enough? I'll just go back and just do it a tad more, because that flour just went in right at the end. And meanwhile, I will get my piping bag ready. If you don't have a Thermomix piping bag, please get one. They're about $20 by memory. You can reuse them. Comes with 2 bags, and they're amazing. I'm not a very good baker, but these make me look like a good baker sometimes when I use them to do some icing and things like that. Now, so I'm going to grab the biggest hole. It comes with about 5 different sizes, and I'm going to pop that in the bag and try and remember how to do it. I did do this earlier today, so I should be right. Going to pop the nozzle inside with that head, and then I'm going to put the little coupling thing on the outside. Probably technical terms, but that's my term. Now we're going to do that one up, and then you've got your piping bag ready, and it's got that big end, and we're going to pipe the Pavlova meringue onto a tray. I need a bit bigger space to work with soon. We'll deal with that in a moment. So I just sort of fold it over, and I'm sure most of you guys have done something very similar to this if you're bakers. If you're not a baker and you're like me, then hopefully this is teaching you something useful. There's our meringue, Pav meringue. Get a spatula, and I'm going to pop that into the piping bag. Look at that. It's just amazing. Just great. Pop that in. It's almost full. So those 8 egg whites, maybe we couldn't have got any more. Contrary to what I was just telling you before, saying you might be able to. The one I did earlier today wasn't quite as full. So you can choose if you don't want to, if you don't have piping bag, you could use a Glad Ziploc bag and cut the corner off. That would work too. Or you could just literally pop this onto a tray. I might try and get a bit more in. Let's see how I go. Putting a bit more in. You could pop this directly onto a tray, and using that thermo mat, which we can cook on, that Angela showed us, it's got the nice round circles, and that could guide you to put your Pav into the oven. And speaking of ovens, I should turn my oven on to 150. Oh no, not yet, because my Pavs are in there, the ones I did earlier. Don't want to burn them. There we go. So I'll just put that amount in, and I'll get some more in after. Perhaps off screen. We'll just see. This is something that would be handy if you had a helper, because they could just pour it in, or if I had a taller glass. I'm going to put a little bit more in. Okay. Oh, why not? A bit more. You guys are patient. So there's still more in the bowl. This is almost full, and I'll just read the instructions, make sure I didn't need to add anything else. That would be funny, wouldn't it? And there's even a video saying what to do. I haven't even watched that video, which would be fun. I'm going to get a tray. The tray's over there. Yep, try that. Tasty. I need a bit more space, just a sec. We will move me back a little. Gonna see if I can fit my tray on. Just a sec. Just moving the kitchen around a little. Move my big tray. Here we go. I've got a ginormous oven tray. So I've got my thermomat on there. And then what I did earlier was I used my the Mix Shop rose gold trays, and they had the little, and the liner had the little circles on for me. So that was quite handy. Now what I'm going to do is make my own circles and put these all here, and I'm just going to, this is so full. I'm just going to pipe it out and make them as tall as I can, because they will, I've noticed the ones I made earlier did shrink a little once they're dried. So I'm going to make these tall. And so we're just using the piping bag to get a pretty little shape. And I haven't, before this morning, I haven't used a piping bag on meringue, so I was pleasantly surprised how pretty it looked. There we go. So I will fill the piping bag a bit more, and if you don't have a piping bag, you could literally just spoon it in into little mounds with a spoon. That would work as well if you're wanting to do individual serves like me, which is what I'm doing with the wreath. Okay, that's almost empty, and what I will do is I'll fill that again. I might fill that off screen another time and finish that, but I'm going to show you what they look like. What you would do now is whack these once you finish getting the rest out. You would pop these into an oven that you had heated to 150. You turn the oven down to about 110, 120 when you put them in, and you cook them for an hour. And then you turn the oven off, and you can just leave them in there for as long as you want, at least 2 hours. Now I'm going to go and bring you the ones I prepared earlier and show you what they look like. So the ones I prepared earlier today, as I said, I put them on these Mix Shop trays, and which were handy because I had the pre-done circles, which was fun. And let's have a look. So they have shrunk a little. They're still tall enough. They'll still be great, and we're going to utilize those to make the Pavlova wreath, and we'll do that together. I haven't put the coulis in the fridge yet though, so we might cross over to Angela if Angela's ready. And Angela will, have you got your pastry out, Angela?
Yeah, I can just get out.
Awesome. If you grab your pastry, and we will cross over to you, and I will pop these onto a platter, and we'll start building a wreath together after we've seen Angela make her fruity mince tarts.
Okay, so this has just been cooling down in the fridge, and what I'm going to do now is just roll it out in between 2 pieces of baking paper. So I've just got 2 pieces of baking paper here, and basically I might just do half at a time. Yeah, that one wrapped up. So it's just a matter of rolling the pastry if you do it between the two pieces of baking paper, that just makes it a lot easier. Let's see, how we go. Probably be thin enough, I think. And then what I've done here is I've just greased a muffin tray. What I'm going to do, I haven't got a cookie cutter, but I've just got a glass which is similar size to the muffin tray. So I'm just dipping that into some plain flour and cutting out a couple of rounds. Put back into the flour each time. Now, the recipe actually does make some almond marzipan stars, which you can do as well. I just don't have time tonight, but that's just following the instructions on cooking do and partly cooking the stars first in the oven and then placing them on top of your tarts. But for tonight, I'm just going to make a pastry to pop on top. So it's just a matter of putting them around, and then I don't know if you've got room, but just placing the muffin tray and pushing up the sides. It's just a matter of shaping it around. And then placing some fruit mince in. Now this is very rich, so I would suggest not filling it right up because they're too much then. Spoonful, popping that in, and then I think try this size star. It's just a matter of experimenting what works or what we've got. You could also just put a full top on as well. Depends on how you like them. Stars look quite good. I might have a go at making the marzipan later. And then popping that on. I don't know, you can't see. And then I'm pretty sure it says then coat it with some egg white. We'll just have a quick look at the recipe. But the marzipan stars sound nice. I haven't actually done that before. I might give that a go. I've also got, I'm not sure what size. Experiment a bit. I've got that size, and then I've got some little mini ones as well. So I think I'll make a bit of both because I'm doing two lots. I'm going to do some pastry, and then I'm going to make some gluten-free pastry as well to satisfy everybody, which will be good.
That's so That's so handy that you can do both for sure.
Yeah. So I was
Awesome.
just saying, you can make the marzipan stars, but just because of time, we're not doing that tonight.
Yes.
So I'm just doing stars out of the pastry.
Yeah, excellent. What we'll leave you to that, shall we?
Yeah.
Do a few more, and you can show us afterwards in a few minutes, in 5 minutes or so. And we'll cross over and have a look at the wreath. Is that all good?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome, awesome. Now I can see some questions. Are you going to hold the pav over your head when it's done? Oh, yeah, I nearly did, didn't I? And what we do all those yolks. Good question, Karen. Because I got 2 batches. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to make some lemon curd. I'm going to quickly pop some lemon curd on as well, because I'd love to drizzle some on the Pavlova wreath. Now I've just got like a big platter. Unfortunately, I mean, it could look really nice on my chopping board, big chopping board. It's a bit flatter. But this is the shape I've managed to do on this platter, and you can decorate it as you like. I'm going to whip some cream in that strawberry coulis container. I'm just going to put it straight into there so don't have to wash. I was considering doing the lemon curd in there too, because you wouldn't have to wash. Let's just put about 200 grams of cream. I'll find, oh, there we go. My butterfly is over there. Let's see if I have another butterfly. We need one for whipping. Okay, looks like I have my butterfly. Sorry, guys. My meringue butterfly. We'll pop that in. That'll be fine. I'm sure it will still work. All right, and let's pop the lid on. So again, I'm just putting the coulis lid on, and I'm going to whip that cream about speed 3.5. I like to do it for a nice fluffy whipped cream. And you could put some more of that coulis in if you wanted it a bit more red. Take the measuring cup off so you can see what's going on. And I reckon that's enough. That was 11 seconds. Hopefully I didn't overwhip it. Oh, it's looking a bit unusual. Maybe I shouldn't have done it with the egg white. I think it's okay. I think it's almost started to turn though. I'm just going to give it a taste. Still tastes like cream and not butter. That's okay. So we've got a little bit of cream. Got my oven ready for those other meringues to go in. Great. And you can literally decorate it how you want. This isn't the best cream for decorating, I don't think. It almost turns butter. I did have the cream out ready for this class, so it's probably best if you take your cream straight from the fridge. I've had it out on my bench here. That's okay. It's a little, yeah, anyway, about 20 seconds I usually do, but that was just 11 seconds. So we've got the cream, we've got some strawberries. I'm just going to pop some strawberries on top, some whole ones, beautiful ones. We'll just pop that in. The lemon curd, we haven't got that one made yet. I'm just going to pop these cut up strawberries as well. It's going to be a lovely dessert. So you could keep these Pavlova little mini meringues into an airtight container for several days, and that would work. I'll put a little bit of cream on as well. Again, you could pipe this. I'll just put the cream in the middle. You could put it wherever you want, on top of the little pavs. Might pop some on top. Really haven't decided how I was going to decorate it. We'll put little splashes of cream, and you can look it up online. I probably should have actually, but lots of Pavlova wreaths that people do and decorate them in all kinds of beautiful ways. I'd love to double a little bit of that coulis that we made earlier, and also some lemon curd for another flavour profile through there. There we go. Oh, it's looking great. The lemon curd, I will grab, see if I've got a spare bowl. Yay, got a clean one. Nice. Quickly do the lemon curd. I'll just whack it on, but we won't see the final product of it finished. But I'll just show you how easy it is if you haven't done it. So I use some of the egg yolks from the Pav. Oh. And we want some sugar. Oh, I didn't get the sugar part ready. That's all right. We will get sugar. I'm going to use some raw sugar. Pop that in. I'm going to lower it a little bit. The lemon curd is pretty easy. We're going to whack everything in and just cook it. 150 grams of freshly squeezed lemon. So this was a few lemons. There we go. And some unsalted butter, which is butter that I made before. We make all of our own butter. We buy cream every fortnight from the farmer's market. Now that was only 80 grams. I was 40 short, that's right. And I did grab some out of my freezer earlier to see if I could defrost it. So I'll see if that's defrosted. Oh, yay, it is. That's right. I needed 40 grams extra. Perfect. And what else? And 3 eggs. So I just kept 3 of those egg yolks. Didn't have any more egg whites, so I'm just going to do it with the egg yolks, and I'm sure that there's a bit of white that made it into there. There we go. And that is all. We pop our lid on. I might put a clean one on, hey? And it's going to cook perfectly for us. So we just turn the dial. It's going to tell how long it needs. It's cooking at 80 degrees. So that's speed. Sorry, that's saying approximately 10 minutes. I'll let that do its thing. We have a few blueberries I might scatter as well. And we'll have the yellow lemon coulis. Oops, dropped one. And we will have, the yellow lemon curd, which I'll drizzle on. You could put some chocolate shavings on, some other fruits like kiwi fruit would look nice. And I'll just grab that coulis I put black in the freezer. Now, I just cooled the coulis down that we literally just made. I popped a little bit of it into the freezer. And I'm going to taste a little bit, see how cool it is. It tastes amazing. And yes, it is cool enough. So I'm going to literally drizzle it on. And this is the bits that you would do just, have the meringues already cooked. Oh, beautiful. There we go. Just need some extra colours, I reckon. Some green, kiwi would be good. Passion fruit, another one. And, of course, the lemon curd. So I'm really happy with that so far. And I think we're going to eat this tonight. We're not going to keep it for Christmas. It'll be soggy by then. So the ones that I've made tonight, and we've actually got more. We've got more. I might pop these into an airtight container along with the ones that we're piping out, and they will be ready for individual Christmas serves on Christmas Day. Now, Angela, how are you going over there? Should we flick back over and see what you've made? Let's have a look. And then we'll answer any more questions. And there. Oh, they're looking cute. Oh, I can't hear you, love.
There we go. So I decided I had the 2 sizes of stars. Oops. So these were from the mix shop. The smaller star actually works better. So that's the bigger star, but this is the others are the smaller star. That actually works better. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm just working my way through. There's lots of I'll be able to make a few, I reckon.
Yeah, it usually does make a fair bit of it for sure. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
I'll make some of the marzipan stars as well. You've got to cook them a little bit first in the oven.
Yes, that's right. About 5 minutes or something.
Yeah. Then you pop them on.
Yeah, give that a go.
Yeah.
And I think you might, by memory, I think we brushed the marzipan stars as well with the egg wash or a milk wash. But I hope everyone's enjoyed that. Thank you, Angela. Enjoy your fruity mince tarts this Christmas and your gluten-free ones as well. And I hope your family enjoys those. Thank you.
Inspired me to do that wreath, I think.
I know. I'm actually really happy with it, even though I didn't whip the cream so well. It's still good. And I just pressed stop on the lemon curd because it was heating it, and then it was just about to start whipping. It was getting a little noisy for us. But I just wanted to show you once more these cute little things. I'll see if I can show you the height. Can't really see how high they are. But I'm going to quickly do the rest of them and whack them in the oven. And we're going to have lots of meringues. I'm going to have to do something with them. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I hope we've inspired you. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Doesn't look like there's any more questions, but Tracy has said with the egg yolks, maybe try custard, mayo, and hollandaise sauce. What a great idea. Thank you, Tracy. I might do some hollandaise sauce for my partner because I don't think I've made that for years. So why don't I do that? And Karen says, thank you both of you. Merry Christmas and a safe New Year. And that's the same for you. Thank you, Tracy, as well.
Yes, thanks, everybody. Enjoy cooking and have a lovely day together.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, Angela, for joining me tonight. And
thanks, Jess. See ya.
See ya. We look forward to seeing you at future events, and just keep an eye on the registration link where you registered for this one, and we will be uploading more sessions. I believe we may even be having a session next week if you'd like to join. So have a great Christmas, and we will see you on the other side. All right. Bye-bye.